This is the most important election in the history of our country. Joe Biden devoted his career to offshoring Michigan's jobs, outsourcing. We shouldn't be smiling about it, but we've changed it around. Outsourcing Michigan's factories, throwing open your borders, dragging us into endless foreign wars, and surrendering our children's future to China and other faraway lands. Biden supported every disastrous globalist sellout for over a half a century, including NAFTA, China, and TPP. You know that. Joe Biden surrendered your jobs to China, and now he wants to surrender our country to the violent left-wing mob, and you're seeing that every night. If Biden wins, China wins. If Biden wins, the mob wins. If Biden wins, the rioters, anarchists, arsonists, and flag burners win. But I wouldn't worry about it because he's not winning. I don't think he's winning. You know, this is not the crowd of a person who comes in second place. You do know that. The same thing happened 4 years ago. It was election eve, but by the time I got here, it was late. Some of you were in that audience at 1 o'clock in the morning, now election day. We had 32,000 people show up. And the reason I went is that I heard that crooked Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, and Barack Hussein Obama were traveling to Michigan because they heard they had problems. They were supposed to win Michigan, but they did such a lousy job that they had to come and get some votes, and they came, and I heard about it. They said, "Sir, could you do it?" And I hopped in the plane. We landed at 12 o'clock in the evening. I started speaking at 1 o'clock in the morning, now election day. 32,000 people. She had 500 people. I said, why are we going to lose Michigan? And we didn't. And we didn't. First time in a long time. But now we're up in the polls. We just saw polls. We're up in Michigan. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know. I don't know if that's good or bad, because in all those polls where we were down last time, we won. So maybe we're better off being down a little bit. Hello, John James. I see you, handsome guy. John James, get out and vote for John. I'm going to introduce you in a second, John James. What a job you've done. You know, I have to tell you, I saw this group of people that were running, all nice people. 3 very rich people, and one guy that was John James. And I saw them all, right? I saw them all, and I said, wait, you know, with the wonderful invention of TiVo, one of the greats, you can play it back. I said, who was that? They said, I don't know, sir. I said, play it back. I said, that man is going to be a star. It was John James. And that was in the Republican primary. And after learning about him with his incredible career and helicopter, and he's a great, and actually a great flyer, I heard the other day, a great one, a really good one, as opposed to those that aren't so good. But his incredible background and education at West Point and all of the things he did, I said, this guy, and I endorsed him, and he went like a rocket ship. And frankly, if he had a little more support, he would have won the last time. And this time, I hear you're even and maybe even ahead. And we're going to win for John James. And he's a great guy, but I'm going to introduce him in a second. I'm running for re-election to keep jobs in Michigan And we have got a lot of, last year before the China plague came in, we have the China plague. Thank you, China, very much. Should have never let that happen. They should have never, ever let it happen. They stopped it from going into China, but they didn't stop it from coming out here and coming into the U.S. and Europe and the rest of the world, 188 countries. But it is what it is, and we're not happy about it, and we're going to remember it. We're going to remember it. But we had in Michigan and in the country the greatest economy in the history of the world. There has never been an economy like that. And now we're building it again, and it's being built fast. And by the way, it's turning out to be, John, a super V. No more V. Now it's turning out to be a super V. But to put violent criminals behind bars and to ensure the future belongs to America, not to China. Because if we win, America wins, and that's what it's about. If we win, America wins. Not only does Joe Biden want to eliminate your jobs, he wants to eliminate your borders. He's promised to flood your state with refugees, and you know that as well as I do, and you see it all the time. From terrorist hotspots around the world, including Syria, Somalia, and Yemen. Biden's pledged to have a 700% increase. He made this deal with Crazy Bernie, a 700% increase in the flow of refugees. So he wants to lift it up by 700%. This is in their manifesto. He's also pledged to terminate all national security travel bans, overwhelming your state with poorly vetted migrants from jihadist regions. Making matters worse, he would open the floodgates in the Middle